Right. I see people like taking out the foam roller
Mhm.
and going to town.
Going
Um,
with the foam roller.
and I know there's probably some ways that you would suggest to utilize some of the tools that
Mhm.
are maybe more mindful of our
Yeah,
bodies.
Yeah, like, can I damage myself on the rumble roller? Do you know what that is?
full roller. It doesn't
It's
sound like
got like it's like a roller, but with these bumps on it, so it's like pretty intense.
Ooh,
And
sounds
I'm always
owie.
wondering, it's like, is this good for me or like not, or is it a little much?
yeah. So I don't have an experience with the rumble roller, but I have lots of experience with just a regular old foam roller.
Mhm.
I don't think they need to be fancy. I don't think you need the tire treads and the nubs and other things that they come with. The idea with the foam roller, and lots of people, they do it almost because it hurts, and there's some part of us that likes to feel a certain amount of discomfort, right? Like you go
Mhm.
to and you get a really hard workout, you're exhausted afterwards. Like there's this like, yeah, I did it kind of feel.
Especially if you think it's good for you to,
Yeah, yeah.
do it.
So the best way, like you said, mindfully, like the best way to use a foam roller is mindfully. Like it's almost more of a prop, right? It's definitely not a rolling pin, right? Like they even make these like fascial rolling pin kind of
Mhm.
contraptions where you're like really like just smashing yourself. A foam roller, it's something that like you can drape your body over
Mhm.
intelligently because you're using gravity,
Mm,
which is just there available for you to use, but you have to usually support some part of your body, right? Like if you're trying to foam roll your legs, but you're supporting yourself out on your arms, you have to do that in a way that's intelligent, in a way that allows you to have a sense of control so that you can kind of slowly like melt and slide your way across that
mm.
roller, right? You're not trying to beat yourself up with the foam roller, right? Like you want your body to like settle and sink into that foam
Okay.
roller. You want to get information about your body from that foam roller.
So yeah, if I just went and laid on it and went like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that's probably not even doing anything, right?
It does something,
Besides triggering
but
pain.
it triggers pain. It's good at that. It triggers a certain kind of stretch receptor in the muscles
Okay.
that's temporary, right? So you can do that quickly, spend a couple minutes and get up and go, oh, okay, I feel looser. I feel like I did something. But you're not communicating with the fascia when you do that. You're
Yeah.
not getting connective tissue to change and remodel. And because it hurts, you're kind of clamping down on your nervous system.
Mm,
That's going to have negative impacts on itself. Like what you want is that sensation of, which I'm sure you've had, anyone who's used a foam roller long enough, like you get that moment where you kind of stop and you breathe and you get that like, you get that like melting kind of feel where you go like, oh, something significant just happened.
mm.
You're looking for as many of those moments as you can get.
Do you like a lacrosse ball or?
You can use whatever you want.
Yeah.
So I think foam rollers come in different densities, from like a PVC pipe to something really squishy. I don't like the really hard ones. I like the medium kind of
Mm,
density. It can even be like a pool noodle. Okay, it can be like really kind of
uh,
squishy. And then you get into the balls, right? Tennis balls, lacrosse balls, like rubber, like little high balance, like really firm balls. Then go to like Toys R Us. I don't know if that's still a thing. Walmart. Get like look at the balls, like the little basketballs.
mhm.
Footballs are cool because they've got some
Mm,
shape to it, so they're gonna move right in a different kind of way. You can let the air out of these things; they don't
mhm.
have to be fully pumped up. Like you're just looking for different kind of props just to play with.
Again, like I feel like we're supposed to be like embracing it very lovingly instead of being like, do some work and roll out my
Yourself.
muscles.
Yeah, I'm thinking you would say no with the rumble roller if you like saw it and saw what I would do with it. You'd probably be like, "What are you doing to your body?"
If you can do it mindfully, then I would say do it. But like with
Yeah.
the rumbling and like the nubs and all the different kinds of
Yeah,
stuff,
it hurts, man.
Yeah. Like, there's a kid, like, here's the thing, Rolfing has
Yeah.
this reputation of being painful too, and that's
Right.
a bit of a legacy. Rolfing, as it was initially taught and practiced, was a bit of a brutish activity, okay? But we've adapted, we've learned, we've become more sophisticated in the way that we work with people, primarily because what I said, like when you're on the foam roller and if you're just hurting yourself, like you're resisting it, okay? What you want to be able to open into that experience
Mhm.